we go. What's going on, guys? It's Gaining Purpose time. Ashton, who do we have today?
We got Lockslip
Hi.
from California.
Hello.
LA, California. Right?
That's correct, yes.
The City of Angels.
From the City of Angels and hardcore and veganism, Sound and Fury.
All the cool hardcore things that we don't really get here.
What else is in LA? I mean, the AIDS epidemic.
There is
In and Out.
In and Out.
Yeah.
There's In and
That's a
Out.
big
Oh,
one.
In and Out. That we should have said that one instead of what I said.
That's,
Whoops.
we're leaving it in. That's gonna be the clip.
No, we got
for this
we
week.
got both of them.
You guys have it
The
all.
yin and the yang.
Sometimes they're interchangeable.
Sometimes you get both the same day. You go, I want one and the other. What else did come out of California? Really pretty trees, cause I've been to the redwoods and it was really pretty.
I have two.
Where did you go?
So-
California.
I went to San Francisco in like 7th grade.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I had to think about it.
So, guys, you all introduce yourselves because it's part of it. In case people don't know who you are.
Sure. Yeah, my name's TJ. I am one of the guitarists in Lockslip. I also do some of the vocals.
I'm Nick. I'm the other guitarist in Lockslip. I don't do vocals, just play guitar.
I'm Noah. I play drums.
Hell yeah. No vocals either.
Do you do
You just
no vocals?
Not last time I checked, but keep asking. It might change.
Oh, let's get it to change.
Let me
guess
go
we'll
listen
find
to
out.
that EP one more time. Let me just check.
So,
So, I want to say, within 2 weeks, Colin Young tweeted out 2 different bands. One we won't talk about, and the other one was you. And I was like, I've never seen Colin tweet out a new band before. And I liked the art. I was like, oh, this looks cool. I listened, I was like, okay, the vocals sound familiar, and it's insane chaotic metalcore, and that is my favorite right now.
Hell
And
Thank
I
you.
was like, everyone's got to listen to that. I sent it to everyone.
Damn.
I sent it to Tyler at like 6 in the morning.
yeah, I got a message early and I wasn't awake. Like normal.
So
Yeah, I was gonna ask how was that listening to that at 6 in the morning?
I'm always up. I wake up at like 5 a.m.
Could not be me.
So like my routine is I wake up, I answer my messages, and then I go to like I Apple Music and then Spotify and check new releases, and then Twitter, see what I missed. I got a whole system.
Yeah.
And I was reading your No Echo. I think it was No Echo interview, maybe. Yeah. And Sarah G is the vocalist
That's
from
right.
from Entry, and I was like, I love Entry. I got the 7-inch right there, and I was very happy to hear her in a different style of music. Because Entry is very, I would say, I don't want to say very different, but different enough.
Yeah. No, I totally get what you mean.
And sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, like it was when we first met Sarah and started talking to her, it was something that she made very clear to us that she has been wanting to like get out of her comfort zone and try to do a different style of music besides Entry as well. So I mean she's right there with you with your initial reaction to the EP.
I wanted to make like Entry and Lockslip are like Vein and Fleshwater in a way where it's like same members. I know you guys aren't an Entry, but it's the same members with very different music. So
Yeah, fair
that's
enough.
how I've seen it. How did Lockslip start?
So Lockslip has been kind of a thing for a couple years now. It started back in like the summer of 2022. So Nick and I, we go way back. We used to play in like an emo band when we were in college and stuff together. So we've been friends for like about 10-ish years or so.
Yeah.
We both moved out to LA together and just, we got our big boy jobs, just started like, being boring adults and kind of just started to get that itch of, oh, we miss playing music together. We miss doing shows. being part of the scene, all that stuff. Because we would still like go to shows, but then you kind of get that FOMO watching the other bands play, and you're just like,
Right.
damn, I want to be doing that. It was actually Sound and Fury that you brought up earlier. I went to Sound and Fury in 2022. I was watching Gulch play,
Oh dear God.
and I was just like, I want to do this. I want to.
Was that
That was their last show.
was that was the last show? I thought that was a surprise set.
No, it was like confirmed their last official show. They did like a reunion recently. But yeah, so basically from there I went to Nick and I was like, we got to start a band. But you know, we had to like find other members. So we went on Craigslist. We met our boy Noah on Craigslist. We also met our bassist Joe on Craigslist. And the four of us started jamming. Yeah, which, you know, we can't condone using Craigslist to find musicians because it's such a like grab bag. It's either amazing or terrible,
or you're dying.
It's a minefield. Yours.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. Craigslist.
Yeah. We found some diamonds in the rough, that's for sure. Shout out Craigslist.
I didn't even know that was still a site. I thought like Craigslist was probably like shut down at this point. I haven't
That's a
used...
long ass list. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog.
That's
No, Craigslist is still very incredible.
It's kind of the place to be. It's that and Facebook groups right now if you're trying to meet other musicians. There's not a ton of other places.
really
Especially for like weirdos like us who don't have a ton of friends like in the scene, you know?
that's fair.
So yeah, so basically the four of us started just like jamming together, and we tried a few different vocalists and none of them really stuck. I went to Facebook just on a whim and being like, hey, I have a new band. I'm looking for a vocalist in LA. Is anybody interested? And one of my mutual friends tagged Sarah in my post, talked to her, showed her our demos, and she was just like, yeah, I'll give this a shot. She came over one day, met us and heard us jam, realized that we weren't like creepy murderers or anything like that from the internet, and vibes were immaculate after that, and we just, you know, kept writing and jamming, and eventually we recorded the EP mid last year.
So that was gonna be my next question: was how long has the EP been done for before you shipped it out?
So it's interesting, right? Because it's like what constitutes something being done very much depends at like what you're trying to do with it.
Yeah.
Because we had the songs written pretty much early last year, maybe like first or second month,
Okay.
and then we started tracking it pretty much. We did like some pre-prod, which did like in a week, not even like a day for the pre-prod, and then we just tracked it over like a week and a half over summer. And then we had that pretty much ready to go while we were waiting for Sarah to finish being on tour with Converge, and another tour,
That's
and
insane.
then a third tour, and all sorts of stuff because, you know, Entry's super sick and does a lot of cool stuff.
She's always
but
busy.
then,
She's
oh,
like
absolutely.
she's like infamous in LA. Like whenever she followed the page,
Infamous.
I was like,
infamous. Straight up famous, bro.
yeah, I was like, whoa. It was weird.
Very interesting. I was because you were on your way to pick me up, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
What were we going to even do? I forgot what we were doing.
We were going to a show.
Were we? Oh yeah, that's right. We were going to the big show that we just went to, the Pressure Point show, and yeah, I was driving to Ashton's house and I was listening to music with my girlfriend, and I seen a notification pop up, and it was Sarah G follows you, and I was like, huh?
You all followed us in like 15 minutes, and I was just like, oh, okay, so these guys already fuck with us, cool.
So Ashton was just like, I'm just gonna ask him to be on, and I was like, okay, well, we'll see how that goes.
Are you guys hardcore dudes? Just out of curiosity, like Hatebreed, Marauder, and All Out War.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I definitely when I was like a teenager, I like really fucked with like hardcore, and I still do for sure. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like that was like the formative stuff for me. Like I was
Right.
really into like Bridge 9 records and all of that at like an early age. And I kind of, like I was saying earlier, I kind of took a left turn into like the emo screamo world in college.
Mhm.
But since living in LA, I've definitely been making my way back towards the hardcore scene and metal and all that.
I am 18 now, and my favorite record of all time is Satisfaction is the Death of Desire.
As it should be, but also just
So-
to pinpoint something here, because you all are clearly like metalcore, mathcore adjacent. What were the influences for it? Like what mathcore bands and metalcore bands did you guys look up to be like, oh, we kind of want to do something like this a little bit?
Yeah, interesting. I feel like what's cool about this band is like we're all very into different things, and we all like different things in different ways, right? I don't think we'd like necessarily chose one band in particular, right? Like a lot of the writing process would be TJ comes up with the riff, and then Noah and or I come over and we just kind of flesh it out, see what happens, and then the creative process goes on, and like, oh, we could totally do a riff in this style, like Converge, for example, or we could they Nails did a song like this, we could try to do something like that, right? And obviously we like start somewhere and go off, but gosh, just kind of the run of the gamut. I think Converge comes to mind. Of course, we all love them so much. I think that's probably the band that all five of us can say like, yeah, that's a very direct influence.
And then
after that,
totally.
Very much like I hear when I listen to it, I was like, I hear Nails, I hear Converge. I just hear a lot of Nails. I love Nails. Nails is probably
I hear
up there with
Converge and Botch and Dillinger is like, I was like, oh, this is everything that I like.
yeah, Botch.
But also to go back onto what you just said about TJ being the one that like will write a riff, or is TJ the bit of the mastermind of the band? Is he the one that's like, I have this idea?
Is he doing all the real work?
I would say the real work, but there's always like,
real.
is
Is he the only one in Lockslip?
but no, are you like the one that usually has like the forefront idea of like, oh, I have this. See what you all can add to it.
Yeah, I'm the mastermind of the band. Next question. No, that's bullshit. That's
I'm
bullshit.
taking all the credit.
And this is how Lockslip Cro-Mags.
They're gonna break up in 5 minutes after this episode. They're gonna be like,
No, it definitely is a very collaborative process with everybody. I mean, if you kind of just look at, I guess, like the series of events, yeah, I'll normally be the first person to kind of like bring riffs to the table, but then it kind of just goes through a transformation from people. Like I'll show it to Noah. Noah is very much the mastermind when it comes to all things rhythm and timing and making shit weird. Like if I want to try to write a riff in like a non-standard time signature, it'll take me all fucking day, but then if I show Noah a riff, he'll just be like, oh, what if we just change the downbeat every single measure and just do this, and he can just like do it instantly. So like I bring the 5-year-old version of the riff to the table. He kind of fleshes it out, and then then we need also the bass, and then Nick's leads over it as well. So it really is an extremely collaborative process.
So TJ is what I'm gonna your caveman mouth riff, and then Noah is I have big brains. Watch me change this.
Yeah,
we wrote a riff in 17/8 the other day, which I just think is really funny because
I'm gonna kill you.
completely unnecessary.
that was my response too.
Why would you just look at him and go, why would you do that to me?
TJ is prayer for cleansing, and then Noah is between the buried and me.
Yeah.
Do you not compare me to Between the Buried and Me? I hate BT Band more than anything. So.
Whoa.
What? We're not going into this. We're not doing this.
I gotta go into this.
Let's not get into that.
That's crazy.
Let's move on. I have a question. You can only have one of these 3 albums.
Colors 1, Colors 2, Alaska. There you go.
Love them all.
You can only have one of these 3 records.
Do we need to switch this list up though? Because
I don't know.
Do we need to throw in some? Because you have this list every single time,
Fine.
and most of the time we get everybody who grew up and still plays only hardcore.
Tyler.
Oh, you're gonna switch it up? Okay, cool. Because we're
So get another question ready.
Okay, gosh, that puts me on the spot. Noah.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Since you're the one who likes all the weird time signatures, you're always switching it up. Are you a prog head at heart?
I would not consider myself a prog head, to be honest. Like
Okay.
I came up through I got into music because I played a lot of Guitar Hero 1, and 2
Sick.
I was in the Portland School of Rock, which was just like a music program that I did since I was really young.
Okay.
And so that definitely got me excited about like a lot of prog rock. So I love Rush and like King Crimson. I'm a huge fan of like Frank Zappa, but I never really got into a lot of like the prog metal bands. That was never my scene.
I definitely get that's definitely where I draw the line on that. Yeah, like
like OG prog, but like that doesn't mean I don't like super proggy stuff. Like a huge inspiration for me is Elliot Hoffman of Car Bomb. Like I think the way that they play with time is super cool and interesting, and something that I I hope to one day get a tiny iota of that ability.
Car Bomb is one of the
Alright.
craziest bands ever.
They are
So,
the craziest.
they're
band.
awesome.
You can only have one.
Go for it.
I got 2 so far, so
All right.
let me get the third because I gotta have a third.
Do you?
I don't listen to a lot of mathcore. Holy shit!
I feel like we have to ask this because you guys are the first like mathcore band that we've had, so it has to be
Would
something.
you guys consider yourselves? What do you guys consider yourselves?
Everybody has a different answer in the band, but which is why we kind of landed with like on all of our social media shit, we just say we're metallic hardcore because
That works, too.
it feels like a good median because yeah, I mean like
It is.
we definitely have mathcore elements, but we also have hardcore elements, we also have metalcore elements. So
I feel like
I mean,
I feel like mathcore has switched as like a genre so much over the years too, where like it used to mean one thing and now it means this, and then it went some other way. I feel like
It's
if you
such an
just
umbrella term.
I feel like if you have kind of weird riffs, you have breakdowns that go really hard, and a little bit of metalcore, you kind of just have mathcore out there. But it has took such a weird turn because there's bands that I'm like, this isn't mathcore, and everyone's like, yes, it is, and I'm like, that doesn't feel like that to me, but okay.
Where did the
I
Days of
guess.
4 come out?
But that's how
Okay,
like 90%
we're
of
gonna
genres are. Because I could look at hardcore and be like, that's not really that doesn't sound like hardcore really. And they're like, well, this is hardcore. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna fight you on it. You can go on.
I mean, we live in the future where every genre is each other because there is
Yeah.
no line anymore. Like there is no more separation.
Oh yeah,
Like
Oh,
everybody,
I got it.
unlike the what is it, the r/metal subreddit complains about how metalcore isn't really a real metal genre, but like by this point, there's too much crossover.
you
Like
ever
there
keep up
is
with the metalcore subreddit? Because that's a place to
nothing.
be.
Oh my god,
That is
love that shit.
that is a place to be.
All right, y'all ready?
Go
You
for
got
it.
Yeah, do it.
You can only have one. The Fiance by the Chariot.
Oh.
Calculating Infinity by Dillinger.
Oh.
And I had to pick between Jane Doe or Forever Came. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Forever came crashing.
Yeah, thank you. So
again.
I'm gonna say Jane Doe.
Okay.
Jane Doe.
The
Jane Doe,
Fiance.
calculating and fiance.
Fiance.
I did it. I did it.
I mean, easy for me. I'm gonna pick calculating just because it's like the most formative record for me.
I
Of those three.
created it. I did it. Tyler,
I-
are you proud of me?
I'm proud of you.
Next is Easy Core.
can I do like a fuck, marry, kill situation?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, kill Chariot. I'm not like super into Chariot. I mean, I think they're
I
great.
understand.
They're just not a formative band for me.
I get it.
I'll probably regret it at some point for killing them. I'm sorry. Then
I'm gonna turn myself in.
yeah, fuck
Didn't mean to do that.
fuck Dillinger, just because it's a fun wild ride.
Are you
Yeah.
fucking the band or are you fucking someone specific in the band?
Next question. So Mary Converge because they'll always be there for me.
Converge is a perfect band. And it took me a minute to get Converge, but I love it. It's awesome.
I think on my end, I'd have to. I'm gonna shift away from the fuck, marry, kill paradigm. I think I'm gonna choose the Fiance. Actually,
We have wow,
the
one
Chariot-
of each.
yeah.
This is the first time this has ever happened.
It really is.
Yeah. The
So
Chariot
the
is-
original. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say the Chariot is like one of those. I dabbled in the whole mallcore,
Oh, yeah.
Devil Wears Prada type
Who
of
did it?
metalcore when I was in middle school, high school. It's great, good
It's
stuff. And
awesome.
The Chariot was like one of those first bands where it's like, oh my god, he's like throwing his bass on stage. They're like jumping off all these caps. It's nuts. It was so
Oh, yeah.
nuts. Just blew my high school mind away.
It's awesome.
If I had to choose one, that's a hard question, man.
Yeah.
The original question is
Truth and Get Your Lies.
satisfaction. If you
Satisfaction.
didn't fucking interrupt me.
You were taking a second.
Satisfaction is the death of desire, master killer, and truth in the age of lies.
Between those three, I'd probably do Master Killer.
I'd probably also do Master Killer.
Honestly, I don't know any of those records
Let's
whatsoever.
go.
So,
This
There
will
you
get
go.
so mad because I'm like I always pick Master Killer and everyone else is actually like it's always Satisfaction. I'm like no.
It's satisfaction,
Nope.
Tyler.
I
You
mean,
need
just
to
like-
come to terms. It's
I've never-
satisfaction.
the art just goes so hard. It's
You know
so
what I
cool.
did listen today while I was at work? I listened to Master Killer. I didn't listen to Satisfaction.
I listened to Death Before Dishonor and a lot of pop punk today.
I listened to like a bunch of stuff. I listened. First thing I actually did this morning, just because I was like, I gotta go revisit the Lockslip EP. So I did do that this morning, because I get really caught up in listening to all the new shit that we're usually listening to. That sometimes stuff gets put under, and I'm like, I need to go back and listen to this again. And I was like, oh yeah, this just bangs.
Have you guys? Are you guys allowed to talk about your first show, or you guys have already played a first show?
No, we have not played a first show yet. It's funny just because we're still trying to solidify it.
Okay.
Which, you know, it's just tough in LA because even though there's so many venues, there's also so many bands and shit is just always booked. We're trying to schedule for something towards the end of this month. Right now, we got a couple bands lined up. Just gotta lock down a venue. That's kind of the main thing right now. But yeah, nothing's really set in stone.
So y'all want to come to Tennessee or something?
Maybe.
Oh, we do.
I mean, hey Ashton, we know both the people that book shows and we're really good friends with them.
Dear Christ, I think they're tired of us asking for them to
they
book bands.
listen. Andrew might kill me at this point. He probably gets tired of all the stupid screenshots I get of him when he's doing stupid shit, and he's like, "Can you please stop sending me these things?" I'm like, "No, never."
So,
Yeah,
how did-
back in the day, I was gonna say, so Nick and I's old band, our name was House Olympics. We used to tour like the Midwest a lot because we're from Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we used to get really excited whenever we went down to Tennessee because of Cookout.
yeah, and
Cookout's
that
amazing.
goes into our next section of this podcast.
It's food.
Take it away, Tyler.
So, what y'all like for food? What kind of food y'all digging these days? Like, what
What's your
is the go-to?
favorite fast food?
Fast food
Favorite fast
specifically.
food.
We can do fast food specifically first, and then we can dive into like, what's just a
The
go-to.
wealth of cuisine.
I want Nick
this-
to go first.
It's so funny. We just had like a big like conversation. TJ and I are roommates,
Okay.
and so the house had a conversation like, "What's your favorite fast food?" And going down the list, and I put Taco Bell. Taco Bell's my number one.
That's
It's
a
just- it's classic.
That's a good ass answer. I mean, let me add on to that. What do you get to drink at
Please.
Taco Bell?
The Baja Blast
You
freeze. Come on.
damn right. You get a
Oh,
Baja.
freeze.
You get the freeze.
Get the freeze.
That's okay. It's Baja
spent
Blast
just a little bit-
adjacent.
I spent a little bit more money. And it's
Adjacent.
great.
My brother in Christ, it is Baja Blast.
It's Baja Blast with extra ice.
With extra ice. That's funny.
That's all it is.
Bitch, it's all ice.
Yeah, and it's
Taco Bell. Taco Bell is
All
the number one.
ice.
And what's your order?
Really, it varies, but I think probably a standard Crunchwrap Supreme and a taco.
That's a good answer right there. I'll take that one.
It's a
TJ,
staple.
what's yours?
Mine used to be Taco Bell, but I haven't eaten Taco Bell in well over a year because I
They
took it away
failed
from
you.
myself. No,
Oh.
I failed them actually. No, I've been on a weight loss journey the past couple years, and I like decided I'm gonna stop eating Taco Bell until I hit like my
Your goal.
milestone weight. So I'm not there yet, in case you're wondering. So I still haven't had Taco Bell.
Let's hurry up and get there.
I'm trying.
We're praying for you.
Yeah, thank you. Please like and subscribe.
I'm eating it in your honor at this point. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
He's doing our job for us.
So since I can't have Taco Bell, I fuck with Chipotle. I love Chipotle. I also love In-N-Out out here. But then I have to send some love to Culver's in the Midwest.
Culver's is peak.
Peak.
It is so
It is
good.
peak.
Really good.
Wow.
Culver's is so
I've had it
fucking
once
good.
in my life, and I still dream about it.
See,
I'm
hey,
excited for what Noah's about to say.
it's the most out,
So,
of,
like,
the most out of left field answer you've ever got.
it depends, like, where you are in the world, right? Because there's all these, like, local chains that are, you know,
You're
the best
in
thing
LA.
around.
Yeah, you're
In LA?
Yeah, yeah.
In
Easy.
LA.
Okay. In-N-Out, because it's really good. It's not, like, the tastiest thing, but it is fucking cheap. Like,
No.
you can get a full meal for, like, $7.
Yeah, that's the
And
best
that's
thing.
outrageous.
Yes, you can
That's
get a double
outrageous.
double with fries. It's like $7.
The double double by itself is $3.50.
Yeah,
Like the
it's
fries are like $3. Like it's outrageous.
the cheapest thing ever. And
Yes.
I will go as far to say this, because I feel like at this point I've had the whole In-N-Out experience with Texas and any other state that it's in. It's not that great in other states. California is the only spot to get In-N-Out.
Yes.
If it's outside of that,
Correct.
fuck off.
Facts.
Why were you in Texas, first of all?
I went to Texas
That seems like an L from you.
I went to Texas in 2018 for a fest, and also, actually, I was in the middle of a fucking hurricane and couldn't be in Florida. So we just took a trip. We said, fuck it. We can't be home. Might as well go have some type of fun in Texas.
And you just didn't feel like going swimming?
No, not.
Idiot.
You're right. I'm actually not even
You're
kidding.
from Florida. They're
I'm not
scared of hurricanes.
I'm not from Florida. First
I
of
said
all,
you were in Florida.
you said I was from Florida.
I said you were in.
I'm 423. That's it. So, you're 276. You have no say in this.
I will leak your home address.
Please do. What are they gonna do? Break into the front door? It's
Yeah.
probably easy. So
Sorry, we had to. Sorry about that.
Hash it out. Hash it out.
we do every single day. Trust me.
Yep.
There's no
It's good for the
seriousness
soul.
taken here. Yeah, it's if this podcast was too serious, I'd probably lose my mind at this point. I'd be like, all right, I can't do this. All right, we got fast food out of the way. What's your favorite local spot?
Favorite local spot. Let me
Just
let-
like restaurant in general.
Yeah, just like a local restaurant. Like you can.
Sure.
And keep in mind, we have no idea what's in LA.
You're
So
damn.
we could just make stuff up.
Yeah, you really
Yep.
could. You'd be like, I love
I love
Scrappy
Pizza Planet.
Dappies.
The Pizza Planet.
If that was a real spot, I would move to California just for it.
Wait, is it Pizza Plate at the thing
Toy
from
Story.
Toy Story?
Yeah.
Yes,
Damn right it
that's-
is.
Okay.
That's the joke.
I'd move to California.
Congratulations.
Ashton caught on. A little late.
Here, I got one. I'm a sucker for this, and it's mostly just because of the novelty of it. And I know that Nick will disagree with me hardcore on this one, but I fucking love Sushi Kura. This like sushi train place. Like basically, they have the little plates that come around with all the different stuff on it.
No, I want to go to one of those.
I'd be having a
And
good time.
I saw
There's
them
just
then.
something. There's just something about fish out on the West Coast. It's so fresh.
I don't
It's
like
so
fish.
good.
You're weird.
Come here, you'll like it.
Fish is
really good
amazing.
here.
Probably.
And like I'm originally from Oregon, so I grew up with like tons of salmon because there's like a bunch of salmon hatcheries out there up near Portland where I was. So I just again nostalgic for salmon.
We
Really
are
good
not
salmon.
near a good enough body of water.
Get it.
Don't act
Yeah,
like the
I'll
Holston's good.
What? No, I was saying like go to like Charlotte. There's a lot of good fish places up there and like North Carolina and shit.
We're not in North Carolina, dumbass.
We're not that far.
I don't
There's
want to go to North Carolina for fish.
We can go there. We can go there for shows too. Well, we got a lot to do there. So
I got a favorite spot.
Go
up
for
in
it.
Studio City, I think. So like up north of like the main like downtown area
Right.
in LA. There is a Thai place called Cow Soy, and it is my favorite restaurant in the world.
how spicy
It
do you
is-
get it?
I'm like a medium. I'm a medium boy.
Okay, that's okay.
I like spice, but I can't do too much spice. But this place in particular, they just have a dish there that's also called Cow Soy,
Okay.
where it's like a coconut like yellow curry soup sort of thing with like egg noodles and your choice of like protein or whatever as well, and it's just like it is fantastic, and I've never had anything like it. So
What
if you're ever out here, that's where you go.
what protein do you get? What's your go-to?
The crispy pork. I like the
Ooh.
crispy pork.
Okay. Okay. Good choices. Get Nick. It's your turn.
Man, I'm one of those that like when I go to a good restaurant, I like save it on my Google Maps. So like my Google Maps has all the flags and the blue. So I'm
He's
pulling
a
it up right
spreadsheet
now.
boy.
I am a
All
spreadsheet
here
boy.
for it.
Oh,
Um,
hell yes.
I'm trying to think of some. I do like Kurasushi. I'm gonna set the record straight. I lived in Japan for a little bit, and so like
Okay.
obviously, where you go and have sushi in Japan, right? It's just the peak experience.
Yeah.
So like
100%.
you know, it's my Barcelona moment right there. But,
Yeah.
When he lived abroad.
when I lived abroad, I found myself.
Really found yourself with sushi in
Centered.
Japan.
Yourself on sushi.
It's good. I would say I really like sushi, but there's a spot in Chinatown called Howlin' Ray's. It's like a spicy chicken joint.
Mm.
And
We
it's probably
love
not,
us some spicy chicken.
it's good. It's really good. We had like a big, what's the best, like when Popeyes came out with their chicken sandwich, right? We're doing a whole like, what's the best spicy chicken? And we found this one, and it's really good. I haven't had
Fantastic.
have
yeah.
not
How's
had
it
a
compared
better
to Legend?
chicken.
Going to get
Way
spicy
better.
chicken next
Way
Way
week.
better. Okay.
Way better. Legend is like a Korean spicy chicken place right by us, which is really, really good. But Legend or Howlin' Ray's, like they put something in the seasoning.
They,
that
they
it
do it
just-
Nashville style.
They do
Okay.
do it Nashville style.
Damn
That's right.
That's
It's good. I'd say that. There's
Even-
so many good places in LA. That's the thing. You could be here forever.
It's outrageous. It's just every direction. Forever.
Yeah.
It's even weird
Really,
being
really.
a Tennessean, being born and raised here, and then now I've lived here again for almost 3 years since I moved back. But Nashville chicken isn't even like the tip. Go to Louisiana, get any type of Cajun style chicken. That's the pinnacle. That's when you're like,
You know
I have
what
found it.
You know what I'm doing in Louisiana?
Gumbo,
Yeah. Honestly,
gumbo, fucking jambalaya,
digging-
red beans and eyes.
I'm gonna dig up her bones. Anyway, moving
Are you
on.
just make a Misfits joke right now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't get Misfits your entire life till you met me, and now you're like, I'm stealing all of Tyler's jokes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Also, you looked so confused when I said that we're going to get hot chicken next week.
Oh yeah, it is the 14th next week. I almost forgot that.
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
I did. I forgot we were going to Knoxville. Forgot we had plans. I'm sorry. Annie didn't, but I did because I'm busy.
We're gonna see Master Killer next week.
We are doing that too. That's gonna be a fun time.
Marauder. Why did I call him Master?
I mean, we're seeing. That's probably all they're gonna play. Let's be honest here.
If I want them to play Brutality so bad, Tyler, I don't think you understand.
Are you just like wanting me to just leave you in Knoxville forever?
No, I just want to see everybody just boo Jorge.
This get really upset. Like, why are you doing this to me? You don't want to see the same drum intro for 8 tracks straight. The dun dun.
So you guys, what would you say your favorite overall band ever is?
That's a loaded question for anybody.
You're gonna have to give it like some sort of qualifier.
He said ever.
Ever. I guess that is the qualifier.
That is a qualifier.
Alright.
That is a that's an addition.
For once, the words coming out of my mouth.
All right.
Ever.
What I
It could be
normally
any
say,
genre, anything.
I normally say my favorite band is Against Me.
Ooh. Good choice.
When I was in middle school, my best friend showed me Against Me when I was like 13 years old, and before then I was very much just like a metal kid. Like I only loved my Metallica and my Iron Maiden and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then my friend showed me Against Me, and I was like, oh, this is what punk is. And it just they became so formative for me, and they were like my gateway into like all other like alternative music that wasn't like metal, so I got really into like punk and hardcore and emo, screamo, all that stuff because of them. So that's my answer.
That's a hell of an answer. That was one that's a surprising one.
That's a band that I don't want to say I always forget about, but that's a band I don't hear enough about anymore.
You never do. I feel like
And it sucks
They're a
because they
perfect band.
rule.
they have some really good records.
Noah, you want to go?
No, you take it first. I'm still thinking.
Okay, yeah. I'd say for me,
My
one
boy is pondering.
He's
that
thinking.
I am pondering. I'd say one that I typically say is Toe, the band Toe. Not a heavy band whatsoever.
Go ahead and give me an
but
explanation because I was really confused when you said toe.
Big toe, pinky toe. No, just toe.
Just
It's
toe.
like the Japanese math rock band.
I'm
I
looking this
like
up.
they're great. They're really, really great. They're
Is
like
it TOE?
TOE, just like
Okay,
just like on your foot.
Just like a normal
Just
band.
like the part.
Hell
Just
yeah.
like the part. Yeah, they're like, very much. They're not heavy whatsoever. No vocals. It's instrumental. And up until I discovered them, it was just into like, learning, good classic rock on the guitar and like punk rock and metalcore, right? Like mentioned earlier. But I found them like right after I graduated college. It just kind of it just kind of lined up with everything I like in music, like really pretty melodies, gorgeous harmonies, and just like taking a simple melody and like how TJ was saying earlier, let's push the downbeat just ever so slightly each measure. So like tinkering with rhythms and melodies and harmonies ever so slightly to create this really funky, just wall of just really gorgeous music. So I'd say them is one that I just continually am inspired by. Kind of hard to see how it would influence this band, but it does ever so slightly, right, with melody choices.
Yeah.
More than anything.
I mean, even like that's probably the weirdest answer we've got. Not in a bad way, but like, that's just like a cool one. Of like, oh yeah, this is out of bounds of what you would expect, but this is influential here, and it makes sense. I feel like a lot of Japanese bands, whether it be like rock, metal, hardcore, whatever, are some of the coolest bands ever, and they never get the recognition that they deserve. But anything like from Japan is just automatically fucking cooler than anything we can ever do, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why y'all do that?
So a big research. Oh, sorry, no. So a big resurgence in Japan that I've like noticed in the past 3 years of being back into hardcore. For a little while, I was just into like modern metal, like normie core, and then I changed right back to like stuff like
Wage War,
Alpha Wolf, all those bands. But I jumped back into hardcore. But what I've noticed is like they're bringing 2000s metalcore back.
Yeah. So
you've got bands like View from the Soyez sounding exactly like a Monomarth,
which is sick.
You got Aliced making 2000s metalcore with easycore breakdowns.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's the Gates of the Hopeless sounds like Heaven Shall Burn. Cruelty sounds
insane. I don't know
insane.
Cruelty.
They just exist.
Yeah.
Shout out Cruelty.
One of the best bands
They're
ever.
so cool. And Zuma's such a character.
I love him.
Have you seen the clip of him on Hard Lore where he goes, "The Midwest has no honor"?
It's the goated clip.
No, I saw him talking shit about Denny's though. He did
talk a lot of shit about Denny's.
Who tweeted say Cruelty at the Denny's? Just all three of them ordered the steak.
They have the best Twitter too, because people just like tweet like whenever they like mention like food that they've tried in America, people are like, "What do you think about it?" And it's Zoomer replying like it's like sucks, and I'm like, that's hilarious. Thank you. You like just shot down the man's hope.
When they were first coming to America for their first full U.S. tour, they kicked their original vocalist out.
Did they?
And I've told you this. The caption of the announcement was, "We kicked our vocalist out for he is weak."
Hard.
And did not want to tour in America with us.
That's hard. That just proves that you're a band that's gonna make it.
God damn.
I was like,
you're like, that's sick.
And like, if a band here said that, the internet would tear them apart.
Yeah, because they would be like,
They're
why would you do
Japanese.
that? Yeah, they were like, oh, you don't need to be here anymore. Go back home.
Like, it's a definite culture thing. I would like.
Oh yeah. The just getting involved in different, like, I'll say this, I've lived a bit of everywhere in 22 years. I've lived in Florida, I've lived in Idaho, I've lived in North Carolina, back here after not living here for like 6 or 7 years, and it's weird just how even scenes change, like state-wise here. It's totally different atmosphere of being like, I give a lot of props here, like everyone in this scene here is really close friends, but then you'll go to somewhere like Florida where I lived, and it's like, oh, it's just like a bunch of different little groups. Yeah, I was like, oh, why does everybody here hate each other? What?
I don't like so.
California though has a pretty special scene because some of you may hate each other, but everybody's still going to the show and having a good time. And I'm like, that's special.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of scenes overlaid on top of each other in a way. So there's like obviously crossover, but it's just there's so much going on.
Oh yeah.
Nick and TJ are from Indiana. What part of Indiana?
I grew up in Northwest Indiana, the region 219, Chesterton, Indiana. That is where I'm from. And then I went to school down in Bloomington. So
Okay.
And
northern Indiana, a little bit southern Indiana.
I'm from Indianapolis area, central Indiana, and then also went down to school in Bloomington. So spent most of my life-
317.
317, shout out. And then went to school.
They're
So,
gonna-
did you guys have much of a scene in Bloomington?
Yeah, so Bloomington is like a really big college town. So they're heavy music. I mean, there was like a punk scene. Bloomington was notorious for having like a really big folk punk scene back in the day
That checks.
as well. It does check until certain people got canceled for good reason. Heavy music though is like starting to actually come back in Bloomington right now. There is some hardcore bands that are like coming out of Bloomington right now, which is really cool. There are some labels in Bloomington as well, like Jaguar, Secretly Canadian, that are doing great shit all the time. So like for like the indie rock scene and everything. So yeah,
I'm trying to
nothing
think
but
of
good
what-
things to say about Bloomington.
I'm trying to think of if I know any bands from Indiana. Hold on.
And then Noah, you're from Oregon, right? Is that what you said earlier?
Yeah, I'm originally from Portland, Oregon,
yeah.
but I spent the last decade in Canada.
Oh, damn. There's a lot of shit out of both of those areas.
What part of Canada? Well, I guess it's whatever's above.
No, I was actually living in Montreal, the other side.
Oh,
So.
hell yeah. That's really fucking cool. What are... I'm actually
Do
trying
you
to think of
speak
any
French?
Not very well, but
here and there.
like I did when I lived there.
That's pretty sick. Oh, like were there any bands like from like Montreal and stuff that you like were influenced by, or that you kind of came under wave whenever you were living there?
Well, so like the big ones that I noticed specifically from Montreal were like Gorguts is huge. They're from out there.
Fucking love
Yeah.
that band.
What's that one deathcore band?
That one.
There's like one specific one that's
Beyond
really,
Deviation. Is it that one?
No, Beyond Creation is I think from out there. There's this one band from Quebec that I'm completely losing my mind.
I was thinking Beyond Deviation, but I think that's the only I know they're
Simple
from.
Plan?
Simple
Like
Plan's a
really,
deathcore band.
really complex. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
That's my
like
favorite deathcore band.
there's a lot of like deathcore and like mellow death from out there. Like that would be, I think, the bigger scenes. There's not a lot of like there's definitely some hardcore, but it's not like as prevalent.
I didn't know
it's
the
much more
Gorguts were
DIY.
from,
I just did the
Montreal.
Scooby Doo theme in deathcore style in my head. It was really funny.
That's sick. God. The fact that you said
Can you sing
Simple
it for
Plan,
us?
please
That
don't.
was the only Canadian band I could think of.
Is Simple Plan Canadian? I didn't know that either. That's crazy.
His bro's name is Pierre.
Oh, I didn't. I
Oh,
don't,
that's how you know.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
He really
in-
named himself Pierre? No way.
That's crazy. Ain't no way I'd name my child like, oh, he's gonna get so bullied. Named him Pierre.
You mean Pierre? You mean the air that I breathed out in Florida?
You're damn right, cause I had that issue. You know why? Because there was a paper plant in Panama City, and it smells like sulfur all day. It's like a never-ending egg. It's like, oh,
Ugh.
cool. That's
Yeah. Simple Plan is from Montreal.
You know, I'm gonna use this as
Really?
a quote from now on,
Okay.
right? Ashton,
Simple Plan is a deathcore band.
every time we are with our friends now, it is going to be that's almost as bad as what you said to the No Cure show, which was Wolverine Blues. That's my favorite obituary song. Now it's gonna be
Oh.
Simple Plan is your favorite deathcore band.
Also, Voivod, another big one.
Who?
Voivod,
Voivod.
Never heard of that band. What are they?
I've heard
they're
of
like
them.
a classic thrash band.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like that weird, a period of time between like 80s
Oh.
thrash and like 90s
I know
thrash.
the other one. Harm's Way is a youth crew band.
That's crazy. You did say that, didn't you?
I did say that.
That was insane. I remember because me and Andrew both bullied
was
you
the-
for the.
Me and you had a discussion. I called some band an easycore band, and you were like, "You're an idiot." I was like, "No, I'm not."
I don't remember what band it was, but I also remember there was a comment that I made that really upset you. And you were like, "Who's the best easy core band from Texas?" And I said Kubla Khan, and you got very upset with me.
My sister-in-law, we were playing Fortnite.
Hell yeah.
We play a lot of
We were
Fortnite.
playing Fortnite, and I mentioned something about easycore, and Cindy said I was gonna start singing Kublai Khan, and Tyler just goes, "Ah, yes, Kublai Khan, the easycore band from Texas."
My favorite one. They are easy core at heart.
I grew up listening to pop punk, easycore, so my favorite band is Newfound Glory.
Let's go.
So
I really like
have
their
a-
side project, the International Superheroes of Hardcore.
Even better. Screamo gotta go, baby.
That's so good.
My favorite. That's just a all of their songs are parodies,
Yeah, it's
and
all,
that's incredible.
it's sick.
It was
Doing a parody of "Gotta Go" by Agnostic Front,
It's-
like, huh?
That's awesome.
Oh, that was it. Tyler,
Oh yeah, I said accidentally that Agnos Front's an oi band.
don't say it was accident.
It was definitely
not a-
accidental. It was not
My brother in
accidental.
Christ, you argued it for 30 minutes.
I did argue it because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna.
but by
commit to
accident. It was an accidental.
it. It was an
argument.
yeah. I was like, I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna say that I'm right.
So-
It's
Commit to
fine.
the
The
bit.
the band I was thinking of was Ion Dissonance, by the way. That's what I was thinking of.
A band I
so-
discovered this
so-
week.
Yeah, you threw them
Oh,
yesterday.
really?
Fantastic band.
I love Ion Dissonance, and Ashton was like, I've got to do a mathcore deep dive. And I
I do.
said, you're going to love Ion Dissonance. 30 minutes goes by, and I get a text saying, this is the coolest band I've ever heard. I'm like, you're damn right.
And then I listened to Protest the Hero for the next 8 hours.
Awesome band, too.
Mm,
Also,
They're
amazing
Canadian.
band.
they
That's
are.
right, they are
But they're from
Canadian.
Toronto. They're not French, so we don't like them.
Oh, you hate the ones that...
They-
I'm
French,
anti-Anglo
that's why we
bands.
like 'em.
Oh, no. You're out there fighting the war, fighting for the French. You're like, I
Oh,
will.
you better believe it.
Damn right.
You're gonna respect a bunch of wussies surrendering?
No.
We're American.
What? Where did
no.
where did that bit come from, Ashton?
All right.
His brain,
no,
bro.
Ashton not taking their meds has to be the most interesting. This is going to be the most interesting podcast for me to edit ever. I'm like, how many weird things does Ashton say in an hour and a half?
Every time Ashton says something weird, take a shot.
I'm going to have a counter. I will edit a counter in just for all the weird shit that you say.
Okay.
Dick.
Because usually you're pretty tame. Like, you're usually pretty like, I'm having a good time. Today
I'm
it's
having a
like,
Usually I'm sitting back and I'm quiet and I'm yawning because my meds make me tired.
today
But
it's
now,
been a whole
I'm in
different
it.
story for me. Because I'm like,
Or I'm on
Oh.
my phone.
yeah, then I have to send you a text every 5 minutes saying, hey, Ashton, put down your phone. You are
Yeah.
busy.
I'm learning how to be an adult.
You damn right you
Aren't
are.
we
Take
all?
some time. Don't worry.
It takes
am-
a little bit.
I turn 19 next month, so
Oh yeah, that's right. And then we have a birthday party to go to.
yeah, my boyfriend's birthday party.
Yeah, we have to go to Max's birthday party. I'm gonna be getting goofy.
So- Getting goofy at the shoegaze function.
You're damn right I am. Who's gonna stop me?
Not the shoegaze bands, that's for sure.
You're damn right.
Too busy looking at the
Tyler,
shoes.
They
Tyler,
can't see
you're
shit.
the biggest person in that room.
Uh-huh. That's the plan. I'm a big boy.
Everyone who's like, I know who everyone is coming. So Tyler is a large fella.
I
and
am a large fella.
too. And it's very funny to watch Tyler mosh.
Yeah, because I have
Do you guys like moshing?
I do not care.
I used to, but I'm too old and too brittle for that now.
We
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
ask. How
tired.
old is everyone?
I'm 30.
No, you're not. You're like 28. Don't lie to me.
Thank you.
I'm
still 30.
28. He's 30.
I am 28 as well.
You all are 28 in my heart.
How old
Thank
is
you.
Sarah and Joe?
Sarah's a couple years older. I'm not going to give away her age without her consent.
Fair.
That's
Uh,
a very good idea.
Joe is the baby in the band. He
Okay.
is 24, I believe.
2 years
Yeah, I
older
think
than
he just
me.
turned 24.
Oh, so
Yeah, he's a couple years younger than us.
Okay.
I won't say how many years older. I don't think that's a good idea.
Don't worry, it'll happen to you too.
Yeah, just wait.
It already is.
So what you want to talk about my moshing is the fact that I have no self-awareness of anyone else
Yeah.
around.
So Tyler is
Signs of a good
this-
mosher.
Yeah.
Tyler has no self-awareness, but he has style.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So he's moshing good. He doesn't know where he is in space.
Yeah, I don't. I had an issue at a show where I tried to spin kick a kid and he ran directly into my nuts and that really hurt. I was like, why did you do like it felt like betrayal. Like I was like, why would you do this to us? Like I went and hit Ashton in the head, and then went for a spin kick, and then I just seen a kid running face at me, and I was like, "Please no!
One of my favorite.
Don't do this to me."
One of my favorite mosh stories is I think it was during Prevention,
Phenomenal
maybe.
band.
I spin cucked, if you will.
Been cucked.
Spin cocked, if you will.
All right.
It's the past tense.
It's the past tense.
Yeah, it's spin kick. I spin kick. Past tense, I spin cucked him. So what did you do, Ashton?
I
After you
spun-
cucked them.
After you cucked him, what'd you do?
I spun, and then the kid that like almost got hit a perfect iframe and just rolled under my leg.
It was cool.
He's saying he got a frame perfect.
Yes,
He did a parry. He like Dark Souls parried your ass.
That's amazing.
Korean backdashed out of that.
He said bye bye. I was like, whoa.
You've officially used iframe in a sentence, and I just, good job.
Oh,
Never heard that before.
Also, a really funny thing happened at that show too, though, where
You
I had a-
guys gamers, hold on.
oh yeah,
You guys play Fortnite?
Yeah.
We dabble.
we dabble.
So my girlfriend Amanda, she is big into Fortnite, and I got her. I helped pay for her her gaming PC for Christmas this year, so she's very into Fortnite. And then anytime that she plays, I'll hop on with her as well. And I'll be honest, I have a lot of fun playing.
So I'm gonna just announce this on the podcast. Oh, it's
Yeah.
already announced. We have a Fortnite tournament coming
We
up
do.
that I will be announcing the rules tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Whoa, let's go.
So if you guys want to get a squad going on, you guys want to hop in, you guys can.
Yeah, we'll hop in. We'll hop in.
Fun. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm stoked.
I used to not play Fortnite, and then I met Ashton, and
Hi.
so Ashton, we're gonna disclose something since we have some Fortnite gamers here. Ashton, you spent a down payment on a car in Fortnite skins.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Got
Okay,
the battle pass, bro.
so let's
Let's talk.
unpackage this, because when you say that out loud, it sounds like I did it all in one time,
It-
and I'm still continuing.
Because you are
I
still
was-
continuing.
Yes, however, I was 13.
But how much money is accumulated over the years? Because, like,
I'll have to go. I think one day I'm gonna go through and look.
Post the receipts.
Nah, don't
want the
shame
receipts,
people for
man.
their gaming habits.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
They can
I've seen my
Tyler cannot shame me for my
No.
gaming habits.
No, I am
I've
just
seen
as
my
bad.
Steam account. It tells you like the amount
Just
you
as
spent over
bad,
time.
You're worse.
I am.
Yeah.
You game for a living.
Not really, but I do
Are
wait.
you a professional Twitch streamer?
I do stream every single day, and it's something. We do it.
Dick.
I grind Halo for like 8 hours a day, and I have a time. And I just haven't stopped.
That's badass.
It's a great time.
Go.
Do you want to know what I do during my day?
You sleep.
I sleep, I eat, I wait for Tyler to ask me to play video games with him.
It's actually, I don't do that anymore because I'm usually playing Halo, and then I get a text from me going, "Get off of Halo, play Fortnite," and I'm like,
Let's play Fortnite.
and I'm like, okay, get me away from Halo Infinite for 2 hours. Like, I guess. What else was in the? Because you made fun of me for something here recently that I still can't get over, and that was, as you quoted, I texted Tyler one day and asked what game he was playing. He said Gears of 1. I texted him the next day and he said he was on Gears of War 4 already. And I was like,
So Tyler,
yep,
so Tyler loves video games.
I do.
He loves shooters. I think
I
What are your favorite games?
Mon?
Tyler, your favorite game is Halo.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's Fallout. Never mind.
It's Fallout and Silent Hill. Yeah.
What are your guys' favorite games? If you have one.
I'll have to think about it.
I got it. It's always going to be Portal, like the
Portal
orange
is
box
sick.
Portal 1.
That's a sick
Like,
ass game.
I think I
I
have
was- Portal's
800
in my top
hours.
5.
I have like 800 hours in TF2, and then like
Damn.
a shit ton of time in a Half-Life 2 and associated mods. So like basically that era of Valve is like my whole thing. That and Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
is so
Left 4
sick.
Dead.
It's so
Left 4
sick.
Dead's gonna be my favorite.
We
Perfect game.
me and our
Literal
friend,
perfect game.
me and one of mine and Ashton's mutual friends, who's been my best friend for 15 years,
Oh,
who
bad-
I
bad
jokingly say all the time of, I went to school with this man my entire life. I've known him for 15 years. We have hung out twice in person. Because it was always just like, let's just play video games. Like, why do I need to leave my house? But
shot. Ew, what?
me and Bradshaw, we've only hung out in person twice. Like, outside of school, we've only hung out twice. Because it was always just like, I don't want to leave my house just to play games. And it was like, okay, cool. I guess we can do that. But, we had like a 4-hour conversation a couple days ago about Left 4 Dead 2 as itself as being the best like co-op game to play with friends.
Yep.
Like you get 4
Huge
friends
agree.
together, you have a great time.
Absolutely.
And it's so
Yep.
easy to get into it.
It
Like,
is.
There's no battle pass. There's no
Nope.
like ranking up with your accounts. It's no fluff.
And then if
Just
you play PC, you can do a bunch of cool mods with your friends too, and just be like, yeah, this is like, I could drop 300 hours into that game and not be like, yeah, that was worthless. It's like, no, it's always fun.
Right now, I'm going through my cycle of Persona games.
Oh, God.
Recently beat all of the Kingdom Hearts games, Final Fantasy VII, Pokemon. I'll play every Pokemon. I don't care what it is.
JRPG boy.
Oh, absolutely.
You get that from Liam, your brother.
I do. I get everything like about me today from my brother. So
Yep. Don't tell
except
Liam
that,
that.
except my base in the corner. That's all me.
Yeah, because Liam's a screamy boy.
Yeah,
So you're more a Persona person than like a Shin Megami Tensei person.
absolutely.
Why?
I tried to play Shin Megami Tensei, and it made fun of me for being bad, and I didn't want to play it anymore.
It made fun of
Good
me for not
reason.
being good. Oh, like this game.
Tyler, that's what it does. So
It's an actual game. It's not just a visual novel. You can't just click the one button to proceed anymore.
how Liam described it to me was how most games want you to win and beat the game. No, Shin Megami Tensei does not want you to beat the game.
I want you to be upset with yourself and be like, I need to
Yes.
reflect.
It's not like Dark Souls where you try, you get it, you feel good. You try, and Shin Megami Tensei, you try, you get it, you want to kill yourself.
You're like, I'm not happy anymore. I have the coolest Souls experience on my PC though, which is the Bloodborne PS1 demake.
Oh, I've wanted to try that for
It's
a bit.
so good.
I've always wanted to play Bloodborne, but never had a PS4.
It's amazing. I literally, whenever I lived with my dad, his girlfriend's son had a PS4 when Bloodborne came out. I wasn't the one who owned the PS4, but I went and bought it just to play it. I said I will beat this game, and I still to this day revere it as one of the
Well,
best experiences ever.
I have been asked to bring this to an end.
You've been asked? Oh, do you need to go for the night? Is it you do have work tomorrow, don't you? You have an early
Bedtime.
shift.
No, I may be going to Asheville.
Oh, what are you going to Asheville for?
Foxing.
Ah, fun.
Like the band or
Gonna go-
like the activity?
The band.
Oh, I'm going to that
Fuck.
show in LA in a couple weeks.
We bought tickets and I crashed my car. So
Oh,
we've been struggling how to figure out how we're gonna get there, but
So
I
you-
have just been informed how we might get there.
So you got to get up early for that.
Well, maybe, I don't know yet. They said they're working it out tonight, so
Oh, so you got to plan it now.
yeah.
Ashton.
Because the show's tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's Foxing and Glitter, and I'm not missing Glitter. If I miss Glitter, I'll be so sad.
That's fair. I have no bands to miss until next week. And
Well,
then
thank you, you three, for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
yeah. Thanks for having us.
also, we better catch
I
you
hope-
in the Fortnite tournament. We won't be playing, but
Let's do
I
it.
hope we did not. I hope we didn't traumatize you, and I hope you are not gonna be like, "Wow, these guys were losers."
Nah, you guys have to try a lot harder than that.
no,
Yeah, dude,
well,
no
they're
trauma
gonna
here,
leave
just
and be like,
gamers.
"Wow, one of
Just
them."
gamers.
Yeah, like, wow, we all just play a lot of video games. Also,
I mean,
Everyone
playing
has the same
games is
experience.
Nick,
everybody plays video games. Like saying you watch movies.
we didn't get to you, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask you real quick. What's your favorite game?
Gosh, I'm not a huge gamer, but there's two in particular that I've sunk a lot of hours into. One of them is Super Smash Bros. Melee, specifically Melee.
Okay.
And then the other is RuneScape, dude. It's so good.
Hell yeah. You just
That's
like
base.
yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie to
This
you.
RuneScape's
Yeah.
sick. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
Do you
sick.
play 2007 Scape or modern
Oh yeah,
incarnation?
old school RuneScape. That's the
There
only
you
way to
go.
go.
I love it.
Only way to go.
Well,
Honestly,
thank you guys.
short episode has probably been one of my favorite ones we've done so far.
Oh, for sure.
I've now met lifelong friends.
I'm
Mosh Jacks.
TJ was right. We were gonna be homies by the end of this.
Damn right, we are now.
I had a feeling.
But hey, we'll hopefully catch you guys soon. Of course, if you guys do sign up for the tournament, we'll see you there. We have some stuff planned for it, so be on the lookout. We'll have some stuff out for that
Hell
tomorrow.
yeah.
You all keep
Wonderful.
attention to it too, because this episode will come out on Sunday. So
On Sunday? Okay.
yeah, it'll be on Sunday on YouTube and everything. So be on the lookout for that. If you didn't see the post on Gaining Purpose, you can go check it out. There's also a link down below that has the sign-up sheet and all the rules on it, so you can go do that too. Other than that,
Sick.
we love you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cool.